All right, we're about two-thirds, well, maybe or three-fourths, through the summer short of The Power of Food, and I just wanted to kind of pop in here and just give some more course reminders. And I know this might not be the most efficient way to do it, but that way I try to touch base on a lot of things. One is you'll see my grading for last week's post, which was on religion, the post forum. I may have been a little harsher than I have in the past, but remember, you really need to meet the standards that are set up in the syllabus, and that means making a reference, really analyzing the ritual that you're looking at, synthesizing it with other pieces of that week or other pieces of the curriculum. At this point in the semester, you really just can't be reporting something. I need to see a little bit more depth. And I really also need to see you hit the word minimum. So I tried to give you feedback as to why your grades were what they were. Some were absolutely fine, and actually I learned a little bit. And others just remember that we are condensing a lot into this summer short, but we still need to meet the requirements of the course and the requirements of college level writing. I'll be grading your second short writing tonight, which should be on something in ethnicity, nationality, and then very quickly we move into your final paper. So I just wanted to set that up a little bit as well. You'll get some feedback from me after I grade this round about how you do with citation. If I say that you need work with your citation, please put some time into that, because that will really hurt you with your final paper. And that's why I have a little nugget of citation in this paper, just so that we can try to stop any real problems from happening in your final paper. Those final papers, you want to take a look at that rubric and make sure you've chosen a movie or chosen a book to read. And then we have this full kind of open week at the end where I'll be accepting those final papers. Again, this is a lot in a short period of time, so I know it can seem like you're doing a lot and reading a lot in a week, and you are. But remember, I can't take anything out of the course, so I'm trying to make sure that we get through all the components of the course while still maintaining some sanity. The good news is you have some lighter weeks coming up. So this week we're looking at business and industrialization of the food complex. Remember, when I ask you to go out and look for industrial food, I'm talking about things like, are there various pieces of the work that have been made so simple that you only have to learn one job and then you could easily be replaced? Are things mass-produced? Is there any level of individual flavor in these establishments that you visit? And so this is usually a pretty fun week for folks. But then next week you have one movie to see and one very quick book to read, discussion and post, but no short writing to give you time to work on your final paper. And then while most classes at CCV end officially on the 12th, ours officially goes to the 19th, but you can be doing that final paper and submitting it really anytime after I open the Turnitin, which should be this week. And you could actually do a lot of that work ahead of time, because the two forums that week are simply post, no replies are required. So hopefully, if you have any questions, a lot of you have been hitting me with emails, and I try to respond as soon as I can. Go ahead and ask me a question, but make sure you've been through the syllabus first. Make sure you've been through the rubrics first. Otherwise, I'll probably just send you back there to make sure that you're really reading what you need to do. I thank you for holding on. I am not sure how I feel about this being a summer short yet, so you're going to have to tell me in your evals what you think about that. Oh, and speaking of evals, do your evals. I really take those seriously. I try to tweak my classes based on what my students say in those. So if you have some feedback for this class, please write it. And don't just do the checkbox, but give me comments and say, this is what was good, this is what was not so good. I really value that. And we'll have an open eval in the last week as well. Alright? But hopefully you're all doing well, and I will see you soon.